Hi class, welcome to week 4 of business communication. Today I want to go over the assignments this week and then just a couple other pieces of information that I think that you will find helpful. Before we dive into the course content, I was thinking about why students take this class. For some of you, it's part of a degree that you're pursuing, and for others of you, maybe you specifically want to improve your communication experience and strengths, right? Maybe you feel like it's an area that you don't have the abilities yet that you want, or you're planning on going into a new role somewhere down the road, maybe like in a more corporate or formal business setting, you want to equip yourself. So wherever you're at, I'm glad you're here. And I think that we can all improve our communication abilities. And part of that just comes through intention and practice, and I think some self-analysis. So one thing I thought I would share with the class that I thought might be interesting to you is that I personally am still on my communication journey. Well, I'm continuing to work on improving my own communication effectiveness. One thing that I still have to work on, and I'm trying very hard in this video, is to remove filler words like It's really easy to use filler words like or different people have their own versions sometimes, instead of just pausing when we're talking to an audience or another person, maybe recording a video, giving a presentation. I can tell you for me specifically, I talk fast naturally, or at least that's what lots of people tell me. And so right now I'm talking about half speed for what I think my natural conversation sounds like outside of the classroom. And it's really easy when you're just racing through your words, instead of pausing just to throw in these filler words, and there's others. What that does sometimes, I think, is it can diminish the effectiveness of our content when we're constantly breaking up our ideas with these filler words. And it also sometimes can project or be interpreted as insecurity or a lack of confidence. So I had to learn, and I still work on this, to not say I took a communication class in college personally, and every time that a student in class said the teacher would raise their hand. They didn't say anything to you. They didn't stop the class. They just signaled that it happened, and that helped you recognize when you're doing it. And I'll tell you honestly, it can get worse before it gets better. Sometimes when we're working on something, the harder we try or the more focused on it, maybe the worse it seems like it is for a short while. So all that to say, whether you're teaching this class or taking this class for the first time, we're all on a journey, I think, that we never arrive at. We can always improve our business communication and just our actual communication. And I was also thinking this week that communication, there's not one best way. The purpose of this class is not for you to communicate the way that I do or the way that someone else you know does, but to find the best, authentic version of your own storytelling, voice, personal style, all of those things together so that you can be understood and persuasive, right? That's the goal for all of us, is not to be a robot or to only have one way, but to be the best version of ourselves. What I like about all the different TED Talks that we get exposed to is I think we get to see a wide range of speakers with different backgrounds, delivery styles, experiences, countries of origin, all those different things. Lots of great and wonderful communicators who are very, very different, which I think is excellent. So, being a little vulnerable, I try not to say and it is something that I have to continue to work on. And for each of you, you might have something that you should focus on that you want to improve. It's difficult to be vulnerable and acknowledge that we could do better at something. But I do think that helps us improve with a little bit of self-reflection. So you might invite someone in your life, a roommate, a significant other, a friend, and say, hey, I'm trying not to say let me know how I'm doing, if that's the thing you're working on. Or I'm trying to be more concise and direct. Let me know how I'm doing. the accountability goes a long way and also helps keep us honest. So with that, let's dive into the content. This week, there's just one TED Talk from Kelly Parker, and Kelly talks all about storytelling and how storytelling can be used in business, how, why, what the benefits are. I love her presentation. I hope you enjoy it as well. And on the topic of storytelling, we only have one video to respond to this week. So Kelly's video is the only video we have a discussion on. The second video is more instructional, and it relates to the assignment this week. So the second video on the Pecha Kucha is basically a short video that goes step by step to explain to you how you can complete this week's assignment. I strongly suggest that you watch this video from Sarah Lassiter on how to do your own Pecha Kucha. The video does a great job, much better than I could, explaining what that is, but it's a presentation style where you have 10 slides that last for 20 seconds each, and you, for the purpose of this assignment, you'll record a voiceover and tell a story. The only thing on your slides will be images. So it'll be images that rotate every 20 seconds, and you'll do a voiceover. Really unique presentation format. So Sarah's video explains to you what it is and how to create one. And then after you've watched that video and you're a little more familiar, I highly encourage you to look at some of the examples that past students have allowed us to share so you can see exactly how you might tackle this. What does it turn into, right? It's much easier to go create something once you've seen an example. And so once you've learned how to create this video and then you've looked at the examples, that's when you're going to want to read the details on the assignment for the week. So you're going to create your own Pecha Kucha presentation, right? And it's the deliverable or the product that you'll be submitting will be a file, a video file, or a link to a file that has your slideshow with your voiceover narrative, right? It's not a video of you speaking. It's your voice as the slides advance automatically. You're going to submit it so that I can grade it. And what's fun about this topic, and I would encourage you to give some thought to what topic you choose, is for this assignment, you don't have to pick anything related to this class to present on. You could present on your favorite activity. You could present on future goals, your college journey. You could present on family history, whatever the topic is, right? It's honestly choose your own adventure. And I would highly encourage you to choose something that you're passionate about, or you find interesting, or that you would want to share with someone else. I love watching these, because the delivery is so unique and impactful, but also I'm learning about all these really, really interesting things that students want to share with myself, and often it's things that they're sharing with other people they know as well. So this week, just one video to watch and have a discussion on, and then just one presentation or one assignment file, rather. So if you have any questions, please reach out. I'm here to be a resource. I'm really enjoying reading your discussion posts and getting to know each of you. And in addition to the videos we're watching and some of these assignments, I would encourage you to just be thinking in your day-to-day life, what communication examples are you seeing? Are they effective? How is your own communication? And if you want to, after you watch this video, please send me an email. Let me know how I did saying Thank you.